Have you ever wondered how New York City became such an iconic backdrop for countless movies? As I mindlessly flicked through different streaming apps, hoping to stumble upon something captivating amidst the sea of mediocre content, I found myself reminiscing about the good old days of cinema. You know, those moments when you're truly engrossed in a movie that transports you to another world. That got me thinking about my all-time favorite films, especially those set against the bustling backdrop of New York City. So I thought, why not put together a list of these iconic movies with a New York City backdrop that I have enjoyed watching over the years? Well, get ready to find out as we dive into the magic of cinema set against the backdrop of the concrete jungle. Hello, my fellow movie buffs. Welcome back to my channel, Timeless New York City, where I celebrate everything New York City. My name is Lena, and today we're embarking on a cinematic journey through the streets of the Big Apple. I've got an exciting series lined up for you, covering movies from the late 1920s to today. So sit back, grab a snack, and relax as we delve into the cinematic wonders of New York City. Be sure to stay tuned, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the fun. Let's embark on a journey through the decades, starting with our first decade, when sound and film revolutionized the industry through the end of the 1950s. 1927, The Jazz Singer, directed by Alan Crosland. Starring actors Al Jolson and Mae McAvoy, The Jazz Singer was the first feature-length motion picture with synchronized dialogue sequences. The film follows a young Jewish man who defies his family's traditions to become a jazz singer. The story unfolds against the backdrop of New York City, showcasing its bustling streets, vibrant nightlife, and diverse cultural influences. The film was met with immense public interest and fascination due to its groundbreaking use of synchronized sound. The Jazz Singer was a commercial success, drawing large crowds to theaters and earning significant box office revenue. While the Academy Awards were not established until 1929, The Jazz Singer received numerous accolades and honors. Its pioneering use of synchronized sound paved the way for a new era in filmmaking, ultimately revolutionizing the industry. The Jazz Singer sparked controversy due to its use of blackface, with Al Jolson portraying the protagonist, a Jewish man aspiring to be a jazz singer. Despite its groundbreaking contribution to cinema by introducing synchronized sound, The Jazz Singer continues to face criticism and controversy over its racial depiction. 1933, King Kong, directed by Marion C. Cooper and Ernest B. Schoedsack. Starring actors Fay Wray and Robert Armstrong, this iconic monster film features scenes of King Kong wreaking havoc on the streets of New York City, including his famous climb up the Empire State Building. Upon its release, King Kong received widespread acclaim from audiences and critics alike. The film's groundbreaking special effects, particularly its innovative use of stop-motion animation for the titular character, captivated audiences and set a new standard for visual storytelling. King Kong became a cultural phenomenon, drawing large crowds to theaters and earning substantial box office revenue. While King Kong did not win any Academy Awards, its impact on the film industry and popular culture cannot be overstated. The film's groundbreaking visual effects and enduring legacy have solidified its place as one of the greatest films of all time. Over the years, King Kong has been recognized and honored by numerous institutions and organizations for its contributions to cinema. 1947, The Bishop's Wife, directed by Henry Koster. Starring actors Cary Grant, David Niven, and Loretta Young in this romantic comedy about an angel named Dudley, portrayed by Cary Grant, who is sent to assist a struggling bishop, played by David Niven, and his wife, portrayed by Loretta Young. Dudley's arrival brings about a series of heartwarming and whimsical events, as he helps the couple rediscover the true meaning of love and faith during the holiday season. The backdrop for The Bishop's Wife is primarily set in a quaint and charming urban environment, but not explicitly based on New York City. The Bishop's Wife received positive reception from both critics and audiences upon its release in 1947. It was praised for its heartwarming story, charming performances, and festive atmosphere. The film won the Academy Award for Best Sound Recording, which was awarded to Thomas T. Moulton. While The Bishop's Wife did not win any other major awards, it received nominations and accolades from various organizations. Despite not winning any additional awards, the film remains a beloved classic and a staple of holiday cinema, cherished for its timeless themes and endearing characters. I adore this film. While it may not be explicitly set in New York City, the scenes at the ice skating rink evoke memories of Woolman Rink in Central Park. Whenever I watch this movie, it never fails to bring a smile to my face. 1949, On the Town, directed by Stanley Donen and Gene Kelly. Starring actors Gene Kelly, Frank Sinatra, and Betty Garrett, On the Town follows three sailors on a 24-hour shore leave in New York City, seeking romance and adventure in this musical showcasing various landmarks and neighborhoods. On the Town was well received by the public upon its release. The film's innovative use of location shooting in New York City added authenticity and charm, further immersing viewers in the story. On the Town performed well at the box office and continued to entertain audiences for generations. While On the Town did not win any Academy Awards, it received recognition for its outstanding achievements. The film's music, composed by Leonard Bernstein with lyrics by Betty Comden and Adolph Green, was particularly acclaimed. The original Broadway production of On the Town had won the Tony Award for Best Musical in 1945, further cementing its status as a beloved classic. 1950, All About Eve, directed by Joseph L. Mankiewicz. Starring actors Bette Davis and Anne Baxter, All About Eve is a classic drama that follows the ambitious young actress Eve Harrington as she insinuates herself into the life of established Broadway star Margot Channing. The film explores themes of ambition, betrayal, and the cutthroat world of show business. All About Eve was met with critical acclaim upon its release in 1950 and was also well received by the public. The film's intricate plot, sharp dialogue, and stellar performances garnered widespread praise, making it a commercial success. It received a total of 14 Academy Award nominations, tying the record at the time with 1997's Titanic and 2016's La La Land. It won 6 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Director for Joseph L. Mankiewicz, Best Supporting Actor for George Sanders, Best Screenplay for Joseph L. Mankiewicz, Best Costume Design for Edith Head, and Best Sound Recording for Thomas T. Moulton. Additionally, the film won numerous other awards and accolades, cementing its status as a classic of American cinema. 1955, The 7-Year Itch, directed by Billy Wilder. Starring actors Marilyn Monroe and Tom Ewell, The 7-Year Itch is a romantic comedy about a middle-aged man who finds himself tempted by his attractive neighbor while his wife is away for the summer. The film is famous for the iconic scene where Marilyn Monroe's dress billows up over a subway grate. The backdrop for The 7-Year Itch is primarily set in New York City during a hot summer. The film captures the buzz of city life, showcasing iconic landmarks like Manhattan's streets and neighborhoods. With scenes in apartments and restaurants adding to the atmosphere, it feels like a genuine slice of urban living. The 7-Year Itch, released in 1955, was received positively by the public and was a commercial success. The film's blend of comedy and romance, along with Marilyn Monroe's iconic performance, made it popular among audiences. While The 7-Year Itch did not win any major awards, it received nominations and accolades from various organizations. Marilyn Monroe's performance in the film earned her a nomination for the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Comedy or Musical. Although it did not win any significant awards, The 7-Year Itch remains a beloved classic of American cinema. 1957, Sweet Smell of Success, directed by Alexander McKendrick. Starring actors Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis, Sweet Smell of Success is set in the world of New York City's media and gossip industry. This film noir follows a ruthless columnist and a press agent as they manipulate the news for personal gain. While Sweet Smell of Success was not a major commercial success upon its initial release, it garnered significant praise from critics and cinephiles. Audiences were captivated by its dark and gritty portrayal of the New York City media landscape, as well as its exploration of themes such as power, corruption, and morality. Over time, the film has gained a cult following and is now regarded as a classic of American cinema. Although Sweet Smell of Success did not win any Academy Awards, it received several nominations and accolades from other institutions. Burt Lancaster's performance as the ruthless columnist J.J. Hunsaker was particularly acclaimed, earning him widespread praise from critics. The film's screenplay, written by Clifford Odets and Ernest Lehman, was also lauded for its sharp wit and incisive dialogue. Overall, Sweet Smell of Success remains a standout film in the noir genre and continues to be celebrated for its artistic merit and cultural significance. 1959, Pillow Talk, directed by Michael Gordon. Starring actors Rock Hudson and Doris Day, is a romantic comedy film that follows two people who share a party line telephone and initially dislike each other, but eventually fall in love after they meet in person. It's known for its witty banter, glamorous setting, and charismatic performances by its leads. Pillow Talk is set in New York City, offering a cozy glimpse into the lives of its characters. With scenes in apartments and cafes, it feels like a genuine snapshot of city living, complete with all the charm and romance of the era. Pillow Talk, released in 1959, was well received by both critics and the public. The film's charming romantic comedy storyline, witty dialogue, and the sparkling chemistry between its leads, Rock Hudson and Doris Day, made it a box office success. The backdrop for Pillow Talk is primarily set in New York City during the late 1950s. The film showcases the bustling urban environment of the city, including its iconic landmarks and vibrant neighborhoods. The story follows the lives of its characters as they navigate the lively social scene, glamorous nightlife, and romantic encounters of the bustling metropolis. Additionally, the film features various interior settings, including stylish apartments and chic cafes, which serve as the backdrop for the characters' interactions and romantic escapades. Overall, the vibrant and dynamic setting of New York City provides the perfect backdrop for the romantic comedy antics of Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk received 5 Academy Award nominations. It won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, which was awarded to Russell Rouse, Clarence Green, Stanley Shapiro, and Maurice Richlin. While it didn't win in any other categories, Pillow Talk remains a beloved classic in the romantic comedy genre, known for its delightful humor and timeless appeal. Thanks for tuning into this episode of My Favorite Movies, featuring New York City backdrops. Stay tuned for the next episode, where we'll explore the next decade of New York City backdrop cinematic gems.